righty, folks. As you've seen, maybe in the last video or in the upcoming video, one of my videos, I'm out here deworming stuff today, and I got in this order from Grub Terra. Grub Terra is kind enough to reach out to us homesteaders, and they give us free product to take and do some advertising for them. So I use this product, and they're great for extra protein, a treat for your chickens. Chickens go crazy over them. They have got just a ton of benefits. They're 34% crude protein, just reading the back of it here, 32% fat, 12% fiber, 1.5% calcium, and they got phosphorus and moisture. They're just a really good product. Grub Terra, GrubTerra.com, right there on the bag. But I'm going to take and show you one of the ways that I take and use them when I'm taking and doctoring and deworming my chicken. All righty, folks. Got the Grub Terra here. This is just one way that I take and use them. They always take and send a little thank you. It's got a little QR code. You can take and subscribe and support their business. They're really good business. They take unwanted or unusable produce and they can make black soldier fly larvae. Then they freeze dry it. And what I got here on these plates, I've got some deworming medicine. I like to use products that I can use across the board. So that's what this is. I don't take and do specialized dewormers for everything. I don't have a chicken dewormer and a horse dewormer and a sheep dewormer. I try to use some universal medications and universal treatments. That way I'm not having to buy a bunch of different products. But what I do is I just take some soldier fly larvae, and then I'm gonna mix this up with the dewormer. I really love, if you're just wanting to take and treat an animal, give them a treat. They got a reclosable top, opens real easy, especially for my old hands, it's kind of hard. You can take and seal it right back up. You don't have to worry about spilling it. So I've just got this medication here, and I'm just gonna mix it around all over this. And it doesn't take much to deworm a chicken. You don't have to have a great big bunch of it. I can still see some on the bottom of the plate, so I'll just keep moving these larvae around. So basically I'm pre-treating this larva with a deworming medication. You can do this, you could soak them in a liquid form. You can do a lot of different applications with them, but one of the reasons I like to use Grub Terra for this purpose is because the chickens just really love it. And if you take and scatter it around, they're gonna get some dewormer on them. Like I said, you can do it with the liquid. I do it with this gel, and I just mix it around until they all get nice and coated. I keep losing a few here and there. You see they're nice, getting all nice and shiny with the deworming medicine. I got 2 coops. One are my egg layers, and then the other ones are my senior chickens. And I take and pay especially more attention to them than I do others, because they're kind of like pets at this point. I'll just mix this around, and because these are freeze dried, they soak up the medication really quick. So whether you're wanting to treat for an antibiotic or you want to treat for a deworming, this is a really good way to ensure that your chickens get them. And this is just one way that I use Grub Terra to take and do this. It's a really good trick to deworm your animals. All right, so now I'm going to go over and I'm just going to scatter this around. So I've got these, and these guys know right away that I've got something for them here, and I'll just make sure I sprinkle it around. And you can see them go to town and start picking up those larvae. They'll all get them some. Like I said, it doesn't take too much of it to get them dewormed there. All right, guys, these are my older chickens. They are they're still laying eggs, but the youngest one in here is that white hen over here. Old Festus, you can see by the length of his spurs, is pretty old. He's a pretty old rooster, but we don't expect a whole lot out of these guys. If they lay an egg every once in a while, then we're okay with that. We don't take and rotate our hens out. We just let them live a full life. I enjoy having them around, and chickens don't cost that much to feed. So giving them a little treat like this and deworming them, keeping them healthy, and giving them the best life possible is what we're all about. So I'm going to take and just give them these, and they can get their dewormer, and they'll enjoy this treat. So as you can see, they're really eating up the larvae. All of them are getting some. And it's just a really neat way to take and deworm these chickens. We've had some of these chickens for 5 years. The little white hen, she was born on this place, the only one that we were able to raise. We have a lot of predators. That's why we have to keep them up. The one rooster that you've seen outside the cage there, he's our free range rooster, and he was just an extra rooster, and we just turned him loose, and he's a really good alarm clock down here. So you can take and buy these by the bag. I believe they have a subscription base too, where they'll send you more of them. Again, I really like Grub Terra's mission. They take and they use unwanted or unusable produce, and they turn it into black fly larvae. You guys haven't seen that whole thing, go over to GrubTerra.com. They kind of walk you through the process, but it's a really good company. It's a renewable company, and you know, as homesteaders, it's all about recycle and reuse. And you know, when I can find a company that aligns with my mission to not be wasteful and to take and use everything to its full benefit, that's what I try to do. So go check out Grub Terra. Just a few things that I noticed when I use Grub Terra and I feed it to my chickens. Their eggs are a lot more yellow. Seems like they're richer, and they have a really good taste. And you know, our chickens are up, so they don't get to find as many bugs, and we are on the desert, so you know, they don't get the opportunity to eat as many bugs and eat a lot of the natural stuff that you would if they were, you know, in some of the more lush states where there's more insects and that sort of thing. So this is a really good substitute for us to give them that natural protein, that natural fiber, and that natural fat. So go over today, GrubTerra.com, and check them out, and your chickens will be glad you did. My grandma got me started in chickens when I was about 11 years old. She gave me 9 chickens, and it was on a farm we moved to. And within about 3 or 4 years, I had about 500 chickens. They were all Baney descent, so they were really prolific, and we had a lot of chickens running around, and I used to trade chickens for everything. So chickens kind of got a soft space in my heart because, you know, my grandma got me started in them. She gave me my first 9 hens and a rooster, and I had a lot of chickens growing up. So that's our reason for keeping them around. Not just do they give us eggs. At this time, we're not raising any meat chickens. We just get eggs from them. Well, I just like having them here, and I like to hear them first thing in the morning. Alrighty, folks, coming to the end of another video right here. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you like what you see, tell your friends about us. And until next time, if you don't know which way to go in this whole world, commit your ways unto the Lord. Trust also in Him, and He'll bring it to pass. We'll see you later.